Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here after market close on Thursday, August 31st, we're going to take a look at our old friend SoFi. SoFi continuing to move nicely for the bulls, at least after stabilizing. So last video, I think, was our stabilizing video. We're talking about is it really going to leave this channel and get some, this downtrend and get some distance. And to my mind, it's done that. Now, I'm terribly sorry if I jinx it because I do this right now. But for the time being, I'm going to shift this to, about there. I'm going to sort of split the difference. I'm going to say this popped below a little bit, but recovered. This held, and then we're sort of situated above at the moment. Now we do have a bit of a gap here, 849 to 880, which I know isn't like, the biggest price difference in the world, but there's a lot of percentage gain or loss between those ranges because of the price of the stock. So we may see if something additional has developed in between those ranges, and then we'll flip over to the Think or Swim study and see how SoFi is situated there, and then we'll call it a video. So, to my mind, most important thing, just as previously when we were stuck in this downtrend, my most important thing was getting space, getting out of the downtrend. Like I said, even if that means that it sidesteps its way out and it doesn't sort of recover on a vertical, but it sidesteps its way out and gets some distance, because too often, just keep in mind, it can sidestep out and then just curl back down. And even if it doesn't fall back down underneath the downtrend, it can just sort of walk itself down, as though it's, it might as well be in the downtrend. It's like not helpful. And I think I got my level here. I think I'm going to say, based on about 3 or 4 candles, that I would put it here. Wick of this candle, body of this candle. Those were all support and then 2 resistance candles. And now cut through it here, maybe confirmed, support at about this level today. Obviously, the wick had to stretch down near that 849 to do so. But if we zoom into the 10 and sort of take a look of how that would have treated us today, we see it tried to catch support right over that 880 and could have easily, fooled folks and made them think, okay, it looks like it's catching it. Yeah, even with the EMAs, like I could easily see this sort of like looking very appealing, like it may run to that 893 level, but it just couldn't get over this 886. I mean, I know it topped out at 887 there, but 886 was really sort of the sticking point that persisted. And when it lost support here, confirmed the resistance there, and then really plummeted, tried to catch here, confirmed it on this candle, and it came within 3 pennies of that 849 and was able to turn it around, flip from resistance to support right on that level that we had put in, and then never was able to stretch to the 880. Intraday though, this sort of resistance level makes sense. At 875, you see that's where it was catching support on this wick here. It was a near, it was within 1 penny. This flip on this body of the candle to this wick here, this wick here, this wick here, and then all of these levels as well. So it makes sense that that's where it caught resistance on its way, or its attempted way back up. So we'll see how that sort of continues into tomorrow. But longer term, in the realm of days, plural, really looking at this uptrend line, because this could lead us back, dare I say, toward double digits. I don't know. This is not a prediction. This is not a prediction channel, but that's what I'm going to be looking for. Can it hold that? And if it can't, what happens thereafter? Think or swim. Let's see how get in a little closer than that. TTM squeeze had our bearish momentum picking up for quite a while. Now it's dying down, continuing to die down, as you would imagine. And today, the big question here is, can it maintain support over the mid-range of this channel, which could give the opportunity, at least, for it to have tested the bottom bound of the channel, clawed its way back over several days, to even get to the mid-range, hopped over, and then the question is going to become, can it stretch and try to push toward the upper bound of the channel? And if so, what does it do when it gets there? So it's at least sort of killed the trend at the moment, right? This is a no trend, if you will. It's a potential trend in flux. Whereas previously, you see the red cloud here, it was clearly downtrending, but it bounced and it was able to work its way through that downtrend cloud. And again, confirming diminishing bearish momentum on the TTM squeeze. Now, could we get tossed around by larger market factors? Could we get tossed around by a news item coming out? Of course. Those could throw any of this really a kilter. But purely just on the chart, really interesting spot and really good opportunity, I think, for SoFi to maybe regain some of the losses that it has sustained with this rather large sell-off from 1170 all the way down here into the mid sevens, we could call it, I guess. So yeah, interested to see, what do we continue to do? Do we continue to get some motion over this mid-range of the channel? That's going to be critical. Holding this uptrend is going to be critical. And we'll be here to find out. Anything interesting happening on the EMAs? Yeah, I mean, it has motion up over this 34 EMA. So, you know, the next thing would be to sort of really get strong footing over this 8, like meaning consistently treating it as support, and then start to get the crossovers, right? The 8 crosses above the 21, the 8 crosses above the 34, the 21 crosses above the 34. And then we have ourselves in a good old-fashioned uptrend like we saw here. See all these crossing over, and it just really exploded. Nothing triggering yet on the TTM squeeze. You know, whether it's any good or not is another question, but just to note, nothing triggering yet on that front. So we'll see how it takes shape. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well and that you finish it strong tomorrow. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.